Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys peeping. All right, man, check this out. You know, I decided to go a different direction, but I'm gonna talk about this because I was just peeping some stuff out, and it basically coincides what I've been trying to tell you and trying to warn you about the Democratic Party and how they are not for black people and how they never have been and how they just use black people. And shout out to the Black Authority, man. I saw a great video by the Black Authority, and he was just, kicking some game about some stuff that I've been saying, when it comes to the Democratic Party, how they have never had black people's best interest. And the funny part about it is, it appears that they have thrown up the white flag and that they are not going to try to go after the black vote, because it appears that people just see, with the exception of some of these handkerchief heads and some of these Negroes that they trying to pay off, that most people just see Biden and Kamala Harris for what they are, scam artists and frauds. And like I said before, the whole Democratic Party, their whole strategy is basically is us or Trump. But they still ain't explained to us what's in it for us. Like I said, nobody wants to talk about reparation, but it's funny. Everybody else can ask for reparation. Everybody else gets land and everything, but we not supposed to get nothing, because once again, there's this mentality with black people. People have this thing with black people. We're not supposed to ask for nothing. We are supposed to be grateful and just be quiet. And everybody has that mentality towards us. Not just white people, everybody else. Just because you not white don't mean you don't practice white supremacy, or you don't practice racism or bigotry on behalf of white people and white supremacy. And that's what seems to be going on. Now, you had Simone Sanders basically saying that she's trying to close the gap on, and particularly now they feel the key to the election is the Latino vote. But the funny part about it is, the latest polls are saying that in certain places that the Latino vote may go to Trump. Okay? Now, keep in mind, I keep telling you, and I've been saying this, Latino people have the luxury, if they want, they can pass as white. They can pass as white. That's just real. That's just real talk. And some of them are doing that. They may not change their names, their last name. In some cases, they do change their last name, but they can pass as white. They can mark down white if they want to. Where we can't do that. That's why I say it's insulting when you have people going around here pretending to be black that really ain't. Like the Rachel Dolezals of the world and the Jessica Krungs and the Sean King. Oh yeah, by the way, Rachel Dolezal is gonna be on Fred's show tonight, which I don't know, like that's some kind of celebration, basically to have a white person on there that basically stole identity from black people. But at the end of the day, we already know that people gonna come there and defend her, because like I say, black people love to defend certain people, and in particularly people like her. But I don't want to make this about her. I'll talk about that later on. But I want to get back to what Simone Sanders said. She specifically said the Latino vote. So basically, they have just dismissed us, and I think that's a good thing, because at the end of the day, why should we vote for people that don't want to give us nothing? When we say, hey, what's in it for black people? Oh, well, I'll come with programs that'll just benefit not only to... No. Barack Obama did stuff that benefited strictly the Hispanics. And the alphabet people. So why can't we have something specifically aimed at us? They don't want to give us nothing, but then they want us to give them our vote. And see, now they know the well is ran dry now. We're not voting Democrat because you tell us to. We're not falling for your web of lies where you say, hey, man, it's either me or this. We don't care. That doesn't work anymore. That don't bother us anymore. Well, if you don't vote for me, you're not. Man, stop it. Because, see, that's the thing. Well, maybe we need to stop trying to target the black vote because they want reparation. They want us to solve the problem with police brutality. They wanted us to try to put an end to racism, and we just don't want to do that. So just forget it. Like I told you, the mentality that they have with us, with black people, everybody has it. Oh, you guys complain too much. Oh, you guys need to be grateful. You need to be thankful. Hey, man, we don't want to hear you talk about racism, police brutality. We don't want to hear you talk about disenfranchisement. We don't want to hear you talk about equality. We don't want to hear you guys talk about reparation. Oh, you want us to give you something in return? No, nah, forget about that. That's pretty much what they doing. That's pretty much what they doing, but that's good. Because, like I said, they wasn't getting my vote. Because I fell for this. I fell for that trap. I fell for that trap a long time ago. I fell for that bullshit with Clinton. Didn't fall for it with Obama, though. Because I saw right through Obama. Like I said before, Joe Biden still hasn't came up with a plan. What does he plan on doing as far as economics go? And I'm tired of people trying to do the put money to the HBC shit, because y'all do know that white people and non-blacks go to HBCs, right? Y'all do know that, right? Because What's-Her-Face went to a HBC. You know, the white chick, Dolezal. And she sued to get into that university, claiming reverse racism. So at the end of the day, that doesn't mean a damn thing. My thing is, what are you planning on doing for the you know what I'm saying? The school, basically the school, the prison pipeline. What are you planning on doing to, you know, give us better resources in the urban community? That's what I want to hear. But like I said, you only bring your ass to the so-called quote-unquote hood when it's election time or election year. You might come now, but then we won't see you again till, you know, election year. And then we'll look up and our neighborhoods will still be the same. Our stores will still look the same. You know, parks still look the same. Anywhere that we may hang out or, you know, frequent patronize, it'll look the same. But then if we go to a better off area, parks look nice, clean. You go to that local Walmart, they have better stuff than the other one does. Stores look nicer, cleaner. You know, like I said, this con has been going on forever. And people keep forgetting that the Democratic Party was started by white supremacists, Klansmen. So why have we been voting for them? I just asked that question. But then, like I said, y'all easily swayed by Joe Biden. Then he got his figurehead, sometimes I'm black mascot, Kamala Harris. You know, when she ain't doing her over pandering to the black community, putting hot sauce on greens and wearing Chuck Taylors and stuff. I mean, a woman who used to call herself the top cop, who on more than one occasion said if it was up to her, there would be more cops in the streets, who refused in most cases to prosecute cops or hold them accountable for police brutality, unarmed shootings. But she's saying she frustrated that the police hasn't been brought up on charges for the shooting of Breonna Taylor. That's because people like you protected them. And I know somebody gonna say, well, it's not always the district attorney's fault. The police, they do have a strong union. Yeah, which they do. But at the end of the day, you can try. You still can try. At the very least, you can try to get them fired. So I'm just saying. But here's the thing. Women like Simone Sanders, she I know she married and everything. I could be disrespectful and call her Simon Sanders, but I'm not gonna do that. She showed that she don't even appreciate her husband by sitting up there saying, who cares what black men think? But she with a black man. So she shows that she don't respect black men. Let me have said some shit like, well, who cares what a woman think? I might have got away with it if I would have said a black woman. But who cares what a woman think? They need to be in the kitchen making me pancakes and all that stuff. Then you would have got called a misogynistic and all that kind of stuff. So at the end of the day, it's always a double standard. Because like I told you, everybody is allowed to disrespect black people. Everybody. But you ain't gonna do it with me. For real. Like I said, we don't even respect each other. Like I say, we will go out of our way to fight against each other to protect somebody that don't look like us. But then the funny thing is, we don't get that in return. So, I mean, it is what it is, though. Real talk. This your boy Town Biz. Thanks for listening. I'm out.